Rokel. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step.
Whoa, Johnny. Patrick Rokel. And down goes Patrick Rokel. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you continue?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again?
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Hold it right there. Oh, Patrick Rokel right now stumbling around. Let's talk about Rokel in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And that could be the beginning of the end for Rokel. How are they still standing? Oh my goodness, Johnny! Patrick Rokel seeing cobwebs. He couldn't take anymore, and down goes the Patriot. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knock.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my...
Let's go.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. Stay focused.
anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've...
Smart. Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change.
Let's do it.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, switch it off. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and slip.
Let's do it.
Now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to focus on what you do.
Let's do it.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Let's fight.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag.
Let's go.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's the Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavy.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on. This is...
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good defense to block the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. You'd like to see more jabs. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Caution being thrown to the wind. A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Well done with that counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And that misses. A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Insane action. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornermen.
Here we go to the fourth round. But Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Only catching air with that hook. There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
On to the fifth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. He threw the hook, didn't land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
These punches coming from every angle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout.
Let's start the sixth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... Here we go. It's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Jab not finding its target. Nice counter punch. A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. It's all offense all the time. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Good counter punching. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Oh, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Back and forth they go. Catch and shoot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smart, that is.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast, no collision, in the cage, when you visit it, get the leave, in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations, hope you made your reservations, till I land and you face it, what you tasting. Advertise and display it. You know the heart that you made it. And it's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the winner. was running, I was supposed to make it. I'm the one that gets the closing statements. It's something more, inspiration. But it's nothing cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you feel. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the light starts flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a veteran. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear.
So we're going to fight in Atlantis. Why not? Hope you brought your raincoat and your flippers. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Terrence Bud Crawford. Sugar Ray Rock.
This bout is scheduled for...
What a pleasure it is to be here. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nice idea, and that hook lands. No defense for that hook. Hey, those punches add up. Nice counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Oh, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
both want a highlight reel knockout. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Good defense on that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get...
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first...
On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That punch scores. Big hook doesn't land. Nice counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. A consequence of stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K. Like winner, Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, authoring is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pitches. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a play.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to... Here comes the pride of Wales.
This bout is...
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me...
And we're underway in round one. And he scores with the counter. These punches coming from every angle. Catch and shoot. The perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. You're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you get hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big whiff with the right hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a double shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook is parried away. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Through the hook, didn't land. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. And there's the bell for round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punch caught him clean. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Just misses with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. They better start respecting each other's punching power. A high-octane battle. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You're good. You're doing good, kid.
Get out there and switch on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, that's notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice stop, but that won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Now, it's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick.
Stick around the jab, and then start gathering your pace.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter. Good counter punching. How about that time counter shot? fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got...
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. He'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Left uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. So about Calzaghe in that last round? Well, he's got Bambi legs. This is the beginning of round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And he scores with the counter. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second,
There's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Right jab just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two were made for each other. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout.
And we enter the 8th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. That big hook doesn't land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
His stamina is off the charts. No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
A split decision, you know what?